promise you that. We're going to win we're going to beat Ted Cruz. And we're going to beat all these people. And we're going to do this. And we're not going to do this by holding hands with those horrible people. We're not going to do this by signing resolutions with the GOP, with Matt Gaetz. We're not going to do it by doing that. We're not going to do it by throwing our president under the bus. We're going to do it by fighting for our values. We're going to do it by standing up for kids. We're going to do it because we're going to talk about how we need an assault weapons ban in this country once and for all. I've seen too many get kids. We're going to do it by talking about raising age limits and extreme risk protective orders and universal background checks. You see, I'm a progressive and I don't apologize for it. And we're going to kick their ass because we're going to tell the truth. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I'm tired of living in a state that wants to tell a woman what to do with her body.
Thank you!
I want to tell Chuck Schumer and anybody else up there, don't get in our way, brother, because you need to remove the filibuster once and for all. We don't need another Joe Manchin, and we don't need another Christian cinema. We need people that are going to fight for people and tell the truth.
Yes.
We're broken in this state on health care, and I promise you this guy was right. We need Medicare for all that want it in this country.
Yay!
Bernie Sanders wasn't wrong, and Pete Buttigieg wasn't wrong. We say $30 trillion. We all deserve the same kind of health care that Ted Cruz gets, that Colin Allred gets. We all deserve that kind of health care for ourselves and for our families. And when we do this, by the way, we realize the dream of at least being in the middle class. Because right now they've compressed it down to nothing. Because the average family of 4 in Texas lives on $48,000 a year. Imagine that.
My God.
And 20% of that goes out to health care costs. Imagine that. So how do you live? How do you make it happen? We're going to change what's going on in this country on college affordability for young kids, and that is why the UT Young Democrats have endorsed me. We're going to talk about a going forward tax credit on your college loan so you pay a net zero year after year.
Come on.
So you can invest in a house and invest in a car, a condo, or whatever you want. Because young people deserve a chance and a dream. A chance and a dream, right?
Come on.
And we're going to talk about a real solution to immigration, because we deserve a country that has comprehensive immigration reform where we're not blaming some immigrant looking for a dream for every health care problem, every education problem, or every infrastructure problem, because damn it, we should know better than that, right? And I promise you, I've been a fixture all my life. I've been a man that tries to work. And I've worked all my life. I'm the son of immigrants. I represent 400 miles of this border. And by the way, I'm an immigration lawyer.
All right.
I know this better than most. And no amount of holding hands with Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert's going to get us there. No amount of if that's my friend in Dallas's idea of bipartisanship, then we're in trouble.
Yes.
We're in trouble. So I ask you this March and again in November, I ask you to follow your values and follow your heart. I know that the only way we win against these people is by telling the truth,
Yes.
by sticking up for our values,
Yes.
for making this country live up to the promise for all of us. And we can do this together.
Yes.
Because for me, this election is about pain, honestly. It's about the collective pain we've all lived in for 30 years of living with these people and their ideas. And all they want to do is screw us.
Yes.
And pay their friends money. And have us freeze in the cold and tell us to turn the power down, turn the heat down, because we might lose the grid again.
My God.
Fix that problem, man.
Yes.
It's simple. tie on to the eastern and western grid and you resolve it once and for all, rather than to benefit your rich friends. And so here's the future. Here's the future. If you stick to your values, we will win in November. Now let me tell you, I got to add this, because we owe a debt of gratitude to one man named Beto O'Rourke.
Yes.
And the reason we owe this guy, the reason we owe this man is because he got us this close, 250,000 votes away.
Yes.
And you said, well, all the critics, oh, he was too liberal, he said too many things. Listen, I will not apologize for sticking up for children and for women and for migrants and for fixing our economy and providing jobs for people and transitioning into the future. And we shouldn't apologize.
Right.
But here's why we owe this debt of gratitude, because he showed us we were close. And I know I've got a few minutes left. He showed us we were close. And here's the thing. When you go out and you go back home and you talk to your precinct chairs and you tell the world why we need change and why we must fight, you tell them we're this close to winning. I promise you.
Come on.
There's 500,000 4D strong Democrats in this state, and you know there is.
Yes.
This is the choir we're preaching to right now. When you go home, you're going to preach the same choir. Each one of us has to find somebody new.
Yes.
Some kid.
Yes.
Some 40-year-old sometimes, next door neighbor, something.
Yes.
Somebody that says, my vote doesn't count.
Come on.
Somebody that says, man, those politicians, they don't do nothing for me. They just go up to Washington, eat that steak, and get rich and fat. Nothing in government affects me. You've heard it. You've heard all of it.
Yes.
And when you're done trying to convince these people, and you've got them this close, and if they're your kid or your grandson or your granddaughter or anything like that, or your niece, you do what I do. You take their phone away, and I promise you they'll go to the polls with you. I promise you. It's the best. You don't have to spank a kid anymore. They're going, no, stop. That's the thing. You're killing me. That's it. That's what I get at home. And so I promise you, when you finally convince them, and they're kicking and screaming on the way to the polls, and you get them, hey, give me these 15 minutes of your life. I know how important TikTok is. You give me these 15 minutes.
Yes.
When you finally get them there, and they're still telling you that government doesn't count, that those politicians don't do anything for us, and nothing that a government does or a politician does is going to affect me. You tell them because you didn't vote.
Yes.
Last time, you tell them because you didn't participate.
I don't want to talk to you.
You tell them 19 kids and 2 teachers died.
Come on.
You didn't do that. My name is Roland Gutierrez, and I want to be your next United States Senator. We're going to do this together. We're going to be tech crews. We're going to change what's wrong in this state. We're going to tell the truth to people. And we're going to fight about our pain. We're going to fight about our pain, our financial pain, our health pain, and we're going to change what's going on in this state. And when you talk to those poor Democrats in rural Texas, tell them, brother, you've been screwed more than anybody else. And so we're going to do this together. I want to thank you so much. God bless you. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.